My name is Warren Maris. I'm a Director of Magnus Business Advisors and Accountants. My background is principally in management and finance. I've worked in companies the size of Toyota as a multinational through to small business. My principal leaning is towards improving businesses by ensuring that they have systematic processes that give them consistent results. The current licensing procedure revolves around principally two sets of drivers. The first is mum and dad, who just tend to perpetuate the same mistakes that they've been making for 30 years and ultimately, in almost every case, have no training experience whatsoever. The second group are the professional driving instructors who have something around in the order of 4 hours formal training, and that is entirely rules-based with no emphasis on skills whatsoever. This research will hopefully lead to a genuine, quantified understanding of the difference between the current system and the instruction system as proposed by Total Driver. Hopefully that will lead people to put together pressure on politicians to make a difference. My awareness of the Total Driver scheme goes back a few years. I met June shortly after my son had been through the traditional system and therefore had a current interest in what was going on, because I was completely nonplussed that the current system had not developed since I did my driver's licence that many years ago. And I was amazed to see that somebody had developed a systematic, structured approach, had feedback, and looked towards developing a total driver. I'm unaware of any studies of this nature anywhere in the world. In fact, driver training seems to be a bit of a problematic issue throughout the world. Many countries have adopted different systems. For example, I believe the Germans banned parents from teaching their kids at all. But ultimately, there has been no research done to show the difference between a structured approach and the current rules-based system. The current system isn't working. That's just a patent fact. Any brief analysis of the statistics that shows an enormous bubble in deaths of drivers between 17 and 25 dropping off as they get older, one could argue that it's a Darwinian process in itself. But this needs to change. The main outcome that I'd like to see come out of this is reliable peer-reviewed study that basically ensures that it needs to be listened to. If you want to see drivers under 25, particularly in those younger years, survive in greater numbers, we simply have to do it different.